Hi, it's Claire from Cluesy. Thank you so much for joining into my frequency today. So, because it is dry July, I thought we would talk about the liver in a little bit more detail. So, the liver is my favorite organ besides my skin because that kind of stops everything from falling out. But the organ that I love the most is liver. I've worked a lot of years in the liver transplant unit down at the Austin in Melbourne. I've basically done some form of gastroenterology nursing my whole career. I love it because it is the engine of your body. Without it, there is no life. It is the only organ that man has not managed to create a machine for. So, if your kidneys fail, you can go on dialysis. If your heart fails, you can go on the ECMO. If your lungs fail, you've got a ventilator. But if your liver fails, that's it. It's all over. And in my experience and what I've seen in over the last 20 years, it's not a healthy way to go. The liver also, it's one of its main jobs. It does 2,000 things at least. But one of its main jobs is protecting the rest of you. So, people say, oh, I've got high cholesterol. I've got to take this medication to lower that. Well, you have high cholesterol because that's your liver's way of protecting your body from toxins and other things that shouldn't be there. So, high cholesterol is a sign that your liver's working really hard to protect you from something. So, the way I think, it's like, well, what is it trying to protect me from? What is it that I'm doing that my liver needs to protect me? It synthesizes your blood, so your blood, knows how to clot and not clot. It makes proteins. It makes it makes hormones. It protects your body from, as I said, toxins, whether that's alcohol, drugs, environmental chemicals, air pollution, like anything and everything it protects you from. It also is massive in the digestive system. It also has its own immune system. It also pumps, it has 5 times the amount of blood come through it than your heart does every minute. It's a very, very busy organ. It's a very big organ. It takes up, a lot of your cavity just under the ribs there. And you need to look after it. Now, people often come to the clinic and say to me, well, my liver's fine because I don't drink. But they've taken illicit drugs for 10 years, or they've worked in the mines, or they eat a high-fat diet, with saturated fats. The liver is not only affected by alcohol. There's a lot of people out there that have non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. It's just now the leading cause of liver cirrhosis. It's overtaken alcohol now. And that's due to poor diet and the amount of toxins in our environment. So if you got to do what you can to have less things coming in. Now, your liver's one of these organs that it just keeps giving. So when your liver function tests on your blood tests finally show up that there's a problem, there's been a problem for a long time because the liver is very, very resilient. And you can have normal blood tests and still have a fatty liver. You can feel, like in the clinic when I examine the liver, you can feel the edge of it and you can tell very quickly whether it's a nice, smooth, sponge-like consistency or whether it's all scarred up and hard or whether the diaphragm's then inflamed because the liver is inflamed underneath it. So things that you can do to help support your liver is have a lemon water first thing in the morning because the citric acid gives your liver a little bit of a sort of a wake up. I eat fruit first thing in the morning on an empty stomach because liver loves sugar and fruit is the right kind of sugar, and I eat the whole fruit. I don't eat the juice. I don't juice it. I eat the whole fruit. So there's lots of things within that fruit that's good for me, but your liver loves a nice little hit of sugar to sort of kickstart it for the day because its job is to convert sugar to energy. You can reduce the amount of chemicals in your house. I've done videos about that before. You can contact us at the clinic as to what products we use that are actually good and non-toxic. And that goes from like your shampoos through to your washing detergent. When you fill up with petrol in the car, try not to be right over the Bowser because you're inhaling all that cadmium and all that petrol fumes, which your liver doesn't like either. And there's certain foods that you can eat that help detoxify heavy metals from your system, so your liver's not having to deal with that as well. There's, the anger management, funnily enough, if you're angry, that affects your liver function as well. So some nice deep breathing exercises. Diaphragm breathing is really good for your liver because the diaphragm then massages the liver, and who doesn't love a massage? Even the liver loves a massage. So there's lots and lots of things that you can do to help your liver. It is the most important organ in your body. Without it, nothing else works. So please keep that in mind. Every now and then just put your right hand over the lower part of your ribs and just say to your liver, I love you, liver. Thanks for everything you do. All right, thanks so much for tuning in. If you want any more information on liver health and how you can keep it healthy, then please give us a shout. All right, have a great one.